folks, welcome into Trainwreck Today. It is October 17th. This is officially your 2 weeks notice for Halloween, just 2 weeks away, falling on a Friday. It is going to be a party that weekend, and it's a party this weekend as the Bills are off, but we've got Sabres in action, we've got UB back in action, and a ton to look forward to. We've got Slick Al in the saddle to my left. We got Dreamboat Don on the ones and twos. Right, obviously got our production team here at Herd of Buffalo. So make sure you're following the amazing crew here at HEARD of Buffalo. But boys, a pretty big buffet this weekend and ready to get into it. What do we want to start on? Maybe the no good, very bad Bills bye week that we're kind of in right now?
Yeah, it's a bit of a lull. I mean, thankfully the Sabres have a win on the board. Panthers,
they're back. Call your chiropractor. The Sabres we're back.
So back. Don said it best.
Crazy.
And the Panthers coming to town tomorrow, looking to keep the momentum rolling as well with the UB game day.
Yeah, I mean, if you're feeling the lull in Bills content, just hop on Twitter because the mock trades are swirling. They're swirling.
I mean, apparently you can get Jalen Waddle for a second and a fourth.
Yeah, you got Jalen Waddle, you got Chris Olave, you got who else we got?
Jacoby Myers. There's been a lot of Jacoby Myers smoke. Is there fire? We'll ultimately see. But it's very funny. Like, I could not believe some of the discourse going around based on not whether they'll act or what they want, but why they would. Will Brandon Beane have the balls to go back on what he said on the radio 6 months ago? Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not about that. This is a live situation. This is being in the jungle. When they were there in Jurassic Park, they weren't like, well, when we came, 2 hours ago, we were here to investigate whether it was a theme park. No, they were living for their lives. That's exactly what Brandon Beane is doing now. So I want to go around the horn right here. You guys have heard the rumors. You guys know the team. If you were Brandon Beane, what are you currently doing? And maybe who's one guy that you're targeting, or maybe you're not targeting anybody?
I personally, as Brandon Beane, I'm ignoring the wide receiver smoke for now. I think I said this on the Wednesday show. I'm more focused on safety. That's the prime position. You mentioned Jabril Peppers, another guy, Budda Baker. Where is he? Is he available? Who knows?
Cardinals are struggling a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm with you. It's definitely on the defensive side to me. Safety is the biggest issue coming into the season. I think you need to shore up that safety position, that back end. I think you might be able to get Hairston back. The Hairston situation now is like an absolute mystery to me because it was CTW saying he's out for the year. Now then they came in and they said, no, it's only 2 to 4 weeks, which is 3 weeks. Now it's been about 7 to 8 weeks, and it doesn't seem like he's any closer to actually coming back, which is weird.
Any news, no updates, still training without pads in the knee brace. And yeah, when those videos first leaked, you were like, oh, he might be back next week of him training with the knee brace on. No updates since. I don't know. I hadn't heard anything from McDermott. No updates on that regard. So
again, it's I think by design from them, a situation that's very shrouded in mystery with Hairston. I think the one that's not shrouded in mystery is that the second that Gabe Davis is back, I expect him to be kind of in the lineup or potentially a game day insert. So that's why I'm not so worried about the wide receiver side of things. I think we have some reinforcements coming, as well as Kincaid getting back. Hopefully Palmer's not
healthy,
a week-to-week thing.
Exactly, yeah.
Don, you're putting your Brandon Beane hat on. What would you be doing?
This might be a long shot, but this is the most realistic of the mocks and the rumors I've heard is Rashid Shaheed from the Saints. Now, do they want to trade away their number one wide receiver with a young quarterback? Probably not, but I think you're going to have to go after a team like that. Might have been Neighbors from the Giants, but Giants are rolling now, so they're kind of out.
They were never giving up Neighbors. Come on. He's hurt. He's out for the year, basically.
Yeah.
So that's going to be crazy. But
yeah, it's interesting, Doc.
I didn't know he was out for the year.
A lot of the Saints smoke was Chris Olave, right?
Yeah, Olave, and now people are like, well, if he has one more concussion, he's out for the year. I get it. I don't know. It's a very complicated situation. The real solution would be, could we get a Curtis Samuel healthy for 3 to 4 months? But that just doesn't seem to be the case. So
and even these Chris Olaves and other names thrown around like that, it just doesn't seem to me like the missing piece.
Yeah,
of the
Olave
pie
doesn't
going to go and feed the whole family.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the huge upgrade to me. I think Rashid Shaheed would be. He's a speedy guy. I think that's what we need. We need someone that can just because again, it's separation. It's separation. That's what everyone's saying is our biggest fault right now. But that being said, I do kind of agree with Slick that defense is the play. Offense, we've put up 30 points every game except for the last two. We're on the bye week, getting it back together. Joe Brady, hopefully, drinking his espresso, staying up till 4 a.m., drawing up some new stuff. But
I saw an interesting tweet from Stevie, and like someone asked him basically like, can Keon ever get good and get separation? And Stevie was saying, like, he's already good.
Stevie really simplified it in his Keon take.
Yeah, Brady needs to scheme him more open right away to get his confidence back up before you can just bank on the fade route separation. You need the quick unders, slants across the middle. Get him open, get the ball in his hands, and make him make a play upfield. Confidence will come with that, and you'll find separation later on.
The one I saw that was kind of surprising to me is like Stevie said, line him up in Tripp's bunch and just throw like a bubble screen right out to him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why haven't we seen a little bit more of that? Because Keon's supposed to be a big physical body who can make plays, who can break tackles. I'm surprised we haven't seen a little bit more of that as we get into it. But speaking of things we've seen, we'll talk Sabres in a little bit. And, we've gotten into the Bills of it all. Big Thursday night last night. We obviously were at 43 North Finals. 5 new companies won $1 million to come start their businesses in Buffalo. So huge shout out to 43 North, Empire State Development, and everyone who makes that happen, as well as the 43 North team. Amazing finals event Slick and I were at. Yeah. Shea's Performing Arts Center. Place was buzzing the whole time. Great event. Very exciting. Slick Rick on the mic. Some rare things you don't see. So very fun there. But there were fireworks everywhere else. Like, we go to Sports City. Did we run into the most loyal Pittsburgh Steelers fan in Buffalo?
Yeah, quite possibly. I was like, is Sports City like a new backers space for Steelers fans? It would have seemed that way just with this one guy, Don. If you saw him, he had the terrible towel out and everything. You would have thought the Renegade was playing in there. He was going through some trouble sometimes, though. He was feeling good when you and I were there for the initial quarter, half. Yeah. What do we want to call it?
First third of the game.
First third, where Aaron Rodgers was looking like Perk Rodgers. Did I just say that?
Perk Rodgers was throwing around,
throwing dots to the sideline, right in the breadbasket, all over the place, looking like an MVP again. But Flacco, and if you watch Don and Slick's picks, the preview was in the pudding, because when you get two aged quarterbacks going against each other, it's like they got something to prove, right?
Yeah, they both want to show they got a little dog. There's a little.
The dog is still barking.
There's a lot left in the tank, as Mark Henry said.
There's a lot of bark left in the butt.
Yeah, I think that Rodgers started hot, then he cooled down in the middle and got hot again at the end. Flacco started to get hot before the end of the first half, and he just never stopped.
Yeah.
He what was it, 350 yards?
Yeah.
Like a couple of TDs. Like, and this is coming up. This guy wasn't playing with his team 2 weeks ago. I know that he's a veteran and everything, but all I have to say is that Ravens fans must be sick watching Joe Flacco go on this AFC North tour. I don't care what happens, but if in 6 to 8 years, if I had to watch Josh Allen like with the Jets.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it's a little perspective, right?
Yeah. And not only that, too, I've been saying this, Joe Flacco, there's a thing with him where he just comes into a new team mid-season.
Glue guy.
And just
big time
starts lighting it up. And most of them have been AFC North. So, yeah, it must be terrible for Ravens fans. On top of the season they're already having as well this year.
Yeah, I think after the game, Tomlin was slamming his fists on his desk, because if you heard the press conference the week before, he threw major shade at the Browns, being like, I don't know why you would ever trade your number one QB to division rival. Like, just, he's like, I would never do that. Like, and then comes around and burns them. But yeah, I mean, man, there's two thoughts I'm having that game. It's like, Flacco looks great, but it's like, you got 2 great wide receivers, man. That's what
I think you're just starting to see that he was simplifying his pre-snap reads to like, I'm either going to Chase or Higgins. Like, that's just what it's done. He's not running a play. He's not making like defensive reads. It's kind of just going off those matchups.
There were some plays where he just fired the cannon right away.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He's making the read at the line. He's going, I'm either going Higgins or Chase. Now, I guess Burrow probably does that on some level too, but
for sure.
Dude, Chase has that thing like that, like kind of we saw when we had with Diggs. It's like separation. who cares?
Irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to catch it over him or around him.
What I was
To
going
the
to say about
general
Jamar
area.
Chase is that he's kind of always open because he'll always catch one where he's covered and then break the tackle right away or something. So
yeah,
I think it's just about, and that's why you go get a Joe Flacco, right? Because Browning clearly wasn't doing a good enough job of dispersing it to those superstars.
Yeah, they have like the opposite problem that people say we have.
Yeah.
And then I also
they really do.
Yeah.
Also, I noticed like, man, they got the cool end zones. Why couldn't we have cool end zones?
And they had a whiteout too.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What's up with that?
We just had normal end zones, no theme on anything.
That's why we lost.
They completely changed it, and that wasn't even their. They don't have the new rivalry jerseys. They've had those for like 3 years.
Yeah, they've had those. I love those helmets.
I want cool end zones. Is that too much to ask?
Don't worry about it though, boys. $400 million renovation coming into KeyBank Center. Let's go.
Perfect.
Can't wait.
Perfect.
Love to see that.
Maybe the pipes will be
But then the
fixed.
rest of Thursday night, so we had the Dodgers go up 3-0 in the series. Again, I'm kind of annoyed at the NL side of things in the postseason the last 5 years, except for the Braves winning that 1 year and the Diamondbacks kind of going on a run. It's been just Dodgers every year. So kind of lame there. But yeah, I mean, good Thursday night football game, good action on the rest of the board. So, Blue Jays Mariners. Blue Jays, 2 massive wins in Seattle. So this series is tied at 2. Typically, a playoff series doesn't start until the home team loses. This one's not going to start until the home team wins.
Yeah, it seems that way. And 2 in a row for the Jays. That was saying what they needed, that they're the one series that can be saved. So going back to Toronto, tied at 2.
Yeah.
What do you think, John? Can they pull it?
I mean, the Blue Jays are a streaky team. If the bats get going, I mean, every game they've won, they got to score like 10 runs. Like,
Indeed.
so they're either hot or cold. They're either scoring 10 or 1. So I don't know. They're back. They're on the road tonight, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Yep. And I mean, if they
they're not playing it until tomorrow, right?
So yeah, it should be.
It's tonight.
Isn't it in Toronto?
Oh wait, is it in Seattle tonight?
It's in Seattle tonight for Game 5.
These series do screw me up.
Baseball does it different. They do
3-2.
Yeah, they do 3.
It does mess with me. Yeah, and then that lets them play a bunch of games. They're playing in 6 hours. Yeah, right now the Mariners are shaking. I'm sorry. Like,
what are the odds?
Pick them.
Yeah, that's about right.
Gossman versus Bryce Miller.
Man, you
guys both with sub 3 ERAs and sub 0.9 whips.
I mean, you said it yesterday that Mariners being favorites as big as they were was sketchy.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I kind of like the MLB schedule. They're like NHL and NBA. You'll see like 2 games off for travel. Play in Toronto last night. Bang. Out to Seattle. You're playing today.
They played in Seattle last night.
This is the third.
Yeah, that's right.
But this is the third. I think this is the 3rd straight day of games, right?
Yeah, it's absolutely insane, especially for the conference championships. Like, what is that a normal?
Yeah, okay, so they get 1 day of travel.
So they played Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yeah,
they played it yesterday at 8 p.m. and now they're playing today at 6:30.
Do they always do that with the championship series? Like, it feels a little late in the season.
No, a little bit. No, dude, that's baseball. That's why baseball's the grind.
Yeah,
that's why the wild card rounds. You guys are like, oh, those are so chintzy. Yeah, you have to eke those out to get to the division series, which is best of 5. Now you're in the championship series, which is best of 7.
Yeah.
It's a grind. That's why I'm saying you don't worry about the wild card of it, because that used to be 1 game, which they turned into a full series. So a lot going on there. A lot to be excited about. 2-2, and that'll be tonight for both those games.
Yeah, I wanted to mention too the NL side of things. It's real frustrating too, because I mean, just 2 days ago, the MLB kind of ended their investigation on Emmanuel Clase, right?
Yeah, Clase.
Yeah, where it's like irrefutable that he like threw, because there was like massive bets on first pitch as a ball.
Yeah,
and he would like chuck it in like 5 feet in front of the plate. They're like, he's never gonna pitch again, but he never got found like with a buddy gambling. It was just like, it looks like pretty smoking gun. Meanwhile, you got Ohtani, who's got his best friend and manager goes to jail. Murder. Yeah, like nothing happened.
What was this guy's punishment?
Well, I think he's like indefinitely suspended and probably going to be banned from the league. From the
who's that one guy? Who's that? Who's the Beasley or whoever who's under investigation?
Malik
from
Beasley.
Like they're basically the same. But they said Beasley's back under investigation.
Yeah, no, he's back.
Like Beasley on that one where it was a 9-point game.
You're right.
He sprinted down the court for the plus 7.5.
It basically is the same. Like Ohtani was never doing anything like oblivious on the baseball diamond. Here we have a guy throwing first pitches in the dirt, like clear as day. And yes, Malik Beasley missing wide open layups, hustling back on defense when his team's down 11. Like those are the equivalent right now, baseball.
Yeah, but hey, it just goes to show if you're a star like Ohtani, it's all good.
It is all good. If you're a star,
just blame it on your translator.
If you're a top 2% athlete in your sport, you could have a problem gambling, and nobody cares. Yeah. Michael Jordan syndrome for sure.
Just folks, if you can learn one thing for this, make sure you have your fall guy in line. Yeah, you got to have a fall guy.
Elite season, fall guy for sure. Speaking of fall guy, we're gonna need someone to jump on this grenade. Bill Belichick behind the scenes. Just when you think it can't get any worse. I mean, I don't blame Pablo Torre for going back to the well because this was like his top story, basically, besides the landscaping situation in LA. Did we have this pulled up?
Yeah.
I know we were talking about this.
Yeah, we got it.
So I have only seen the first half. We're going to play this full thing, or what are we going to do?
I'm going to skip over the dialogue so we can.
Okay, so real quick, before we get into it, we do have predictions, FaceTime Friday, and flashback on the other side of this. But let's get into this. Bill Belichick, another bombshell story coming out about what's going on in Chapel Bill.
Necessary to say keep them out of the end zone because I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory on defense. I don't know if there's like an additional point.
Yeah, it's a 100%.
100%. I feel like that applies to all.
Yeah, actually, when you're not listening,
we just said that the Cowboys offense is the best offense in the league. They have the most yards per game. So they're going to get the ball down there. Mm-hmm. We know they're going to get the ball down there. Preventing touchdowns and forcing the field goals is going to be a key to the game.
Yep.
Is this from week 1 last year? I'm trying to think of when.
We could say it differently.
So
I think it's week 1 last year.
Conceptually,
Well,
should that say red zone instead of end zone?
You got me.
There's explosive plays involved.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, little guy, it's okay.
So this
John, can you get to the light?
Yeah, let's
you guys haven't
forward a little bit.
A very
editable templates.
woke up.
You want to create editable templates that Matt can
You're talking to the graphics team.
Well, we'll get somebody else to do it.
We could use Adobe Photoshop, and honestly, this is something I've done before with what you're calling a template. Okay, so Adobe Photoshop, and we have last week's thing, and then you literally just go back and say, rather than Joe Montana.
I am not an editor. I am not an editing person. But the quickest way that I would give that away to any experienced editor or someone who's actually done it is to refer to the program completely as Adobe Photoshop. Because I know for a fact, just based on they basically either call it Photoshop or Adobe. It's like one of the two. Like you don't ever say Adobe Photoshop. And
she's saying it like it's a revolutionary thing.
Yeah, like she's introducing something. This is very problematic. All right, keep going.
Yeah.
I just had to say that because that's the biggest giveaway. That's like Inglourious Bastards when he does the thing the wrong way.
Also, shout out to this guy right here, the body language.
Oh my God. This man, look at, first off, great hair. Can we give credit where it's due?
Yeah.
Outstanding hair. On this man, an outstanding body language. Let's see what he's got to offer.
Just go click on the delete button and then type in a new name. It's already formatted. It's already there.
He's explaining them how to
take a screenshot of their screen and then just upload it. And it takes literally like 3 minutes to do it. I mean, I was able to build out his entire website with animations, with all of these things. I have zero real graphic experience, and he has a live website with all of these things on it. It was just a matter of pressing some things around. It's like, we don't like that. We'll just
info. Yep. By
right. So couldn't we it's pretty elementary. Do something.
Oh my, this is brutal. When she kept saying Adobe.
Negative feedback.
Oh, she's about to say what you said.
Go ahead.
Yeah, hold on. Well, let's.
She kept saying Adobe.
So this part I like though. They show because she bragged about designing his website.
The website seems to be a 3 across scroll of Bill Belichick GIFs from Giphy. In the browser, the tab.
Oh. Yeah. It says Bill Belichick, but with 2 Ks?
No.
At the top. Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah. So not
Bill Belichick, K.com.
Yeah. So this is where it gets real bad.
All right. Oh, it hasn't gotten real bad yet. No,
This is great. Oh, that's awesome.
Let's go back. Okay. Thanks, Tony. Yep. All right.
We should have Tony built the set.
No kidding.
Thank you for helping solve this marriage problem.
You should send him one of those texts, like even when I'm working, even when I'm with somebody else, I'm thinking of you. I was thinking of you the whole time. You want to sound like we should get Tony in here.
You're very much.
He would make this place better than what it is. I'll tell you that.
On like a really serious note, on some of the things that we want to have mounted and whatnot. I mean, there's some things that fall through the cracks, but for the most part, everything is actually really well done. You don't have to give Tony every single little detail for him to figure it out.
That's right.
Tony seems like a guy who's stuff done here.
I get you. That's not really Joe's thing. That's what Matt and I were just talking about. It's not really Joe's thing. Like, could we teach him to do it? Yeah, but then he becomes a graphics guy, and we need somebody.
I've never thought I would hear
like having to figure
Very
out
talk about making content is like
Who knows how to arrange the stats? Because I have a graphics person who helped me with the website.
We need a football person.
I think they're using all of the underdog people from the other things. I don't know.
What did you say?
Aside from what they do on all the other shows, which honestly, frankly, really isn't that good. The same thing that we ran, like the final thing for the coach logo that we ended up with was like white letters and a black background. I was like, we're not doing that. Like, make it leather, like make it something.
So
make it leather.
Yeah. So
I mean, I'm surprised. I'm on one hand, I'm surprised that Belichick like these clips just continue to come out. Like I don't even know really what the proper terminology is to describe, but he's just so clearly going along with the situation, not necessarily like in it. Meanwhile, she's trying to like steer the bus and like tell everyone on the road what they're supposed to be doing. So it's just like, it's a crazy situation.
It was really interesting too, because she was explaining the whole thing to those guys. Like she did the website. And then right there in the private conversation, she's like, yeah, I had a graphics guy do the website. And the website was still shit. Yeah. So I don't know. You probably don't even want that graphics guy involved.
It's a classic example of like someone that like just to show that they're participating just wants to like make little modifications, but they don't make sense. Like early in the video, if you really listen, they're like going over talking points, and she's like, well, like, because the last thing says keep them out of that end zone. She's like, well, that's obvious. Every defense wants to do that. He's like, well, they have explosive plays, so they get down there. You still want to keep them out of the end zone. And he's kind of like explaining.
He's not saying she's wrong. He's like, no, yes,
but
there's a lot of that.
But my takeaway is, dude, if you thought he was whipped before, I mean, it's he's unbelievably whipped.
He's in the grip.
Yeah,
he's whipped. He's gripped and whipped for sure.
Yeah,
no doubt about it. But with that said, that is most of our top stories. I think, boys, it's not time for some messaging. It's not time for a phone call. It is time for some FaceTime. Oh, and we're lucky enough to get this guy on. I was thinking, there it is.
Him.
Chapel Bill, thanks for joining us. Busy week. I'm sure there's a lot going on. How's everything going, sir?
Yeah, been better. Wish I wasn't here. Thanks, guys.
Okay, so let's, I don't know.
A rare Friday night lights for UNC. They're out on the West Coast in California. Are you and Jordon planning to take in any sights while you're out there?
Yeah, we might see this local pastry shop I used to visit back in the 80s when we would go out to the Bay Area. Other than that, no sightseeing, just
hopefully to seeing a W on that scoreboard.
Focused on what we can get done on the football field.
So, Coach, I'm just going to throw my hat in the ring. I'm also a graphics guy. If you ever need any work done, seems from that video that you guys might need a little help, hit me up.
We got Tony and we got Mike, and they could probably do a hell of a lot shit better than you. So I don't know why you're chiming in over here.
Shit.
Plus, you're not a football guy. They need a football guy. Tony's a football guy.
We need a football guy. You can clearly tell my girlfriend doesn't know that. So,
Coach, you're obviously a football guy.
Yeah.
With that said, there's a rumor out earlier this week that you were looking for maybe an out at UNC. You were looking for a soft landing. Where would maybe that soft landing be? Any truth to that rumor?
No, that was probably some discourse online. I don't pay attention to the Insta book and the face post and all that stuff. That's what my girlfriend takes care of all that for me. So she was probably shutting that down real quick. No soft landing. The only soft landing we're trying to find this week is the end zone.
You mean tell me that Penn State job isn't looking nice for you right now?
I mean, I would entertain the good people in Happy Valley, but right now I'm committed to something as Chapel Bill and the salty Trail of Tears we have going here in Durham, North Carolina.
All right, yeah, lots to still do. So good luck tonight, Coach. Friday Night Lights, UNC takes on California as we go around our FaceTime here on Herd of Buffalo Network, Trainwreck Sports.
Us,
make sure you're following along. Thank you, Coach, for joining us. Oh, we go from a coach to a GM. Oh, wow. All right, bye week. I guess this is a benefit. Thanks for coming in, Brandon Bean. Thanks for popping in.
It's good to be here, boys. Heard a lot of chatter, and it's good to be in studio and talk about some of this.
Yeah, thanks for popping on between your WGR, McAfee appearances. You're obviously a media guy. What would you say right now, Coach Brandon? You see all the jargon, all the rhetoric out there. What sticks out most to you? What are you seeing after the Bills are now 4-2, 6 weeks in?
Well, you know what? I got 2 words for you, boys. Quit bitching.
Oh,
okay,
geez.
Quit bitching. Everything's fine. Every team has their struggles. We go through this every year. And, I don't get what the big deal is. We put up 30 points, 4 out of 6 games. We're hurting. But we got guys, okay? We got guys. We got guys right here in this locker room. And they're going to take care of business. We just got to get healthy. And, we got guys.
Speaking of the quit bitching, Brandon, what do you have to say to a certain radio station, some certain radio hosts who think you might
taking victory laps?
You might be obligated to come back on their show and say you were wrong?
Listen, I if I make a move, it's because it came across my desk and it's the best thing for the team. We're mid-season. I'm not really listening to any chatter. And I'm not listening after, the chatter that was done on my drafting in the past. Everyone wants to take credit. Everyone's, wants to take credit. Oh, I was right if I do something, but they can do that. I'm just going to stick to winning and making deals of the century.
I like that. Speaking of deals of the century, Brandon, bye week still in the heart of it. Anything good you got planned for this weekend?
Yeah, we're going to have a nice little pumpkin patch trip. Going to get some pumpkins, going to carve those up, and maybe get some apples, maybe make some apple crisp. I'm just going to take it nice and easy, sit at home, light some candles, and I'm gonna be glued to my laptop and my phone because big things coming. That's
and then the next week, Brandon, old stomping grounds, headed to Carolina. We playing golf or strictly business on the road trip?
Strictly business, though. Can you guys confirm? Are the Meow Mixes out? I heard the podcast is done.
Yeah, we're trying to get them back, Brandon. We're doing everything in our power, actually.
I love those guys.
Really?
I love those guys too.
It's hard not to.
Yeah, they're awesome. Wish them nothing but the best.
Can you tell them to respond to our DM if they're listening?
I'll have to put out a word. I'll put out the bad signal. But we're gonna take care of business in Charlotte and get back on the right path.
All right, Brandon Bean. Thank you very
Brandon.
much.
Thank you for joining us, sir.
Whoa, new guest.
Whoa, look at that flow.
Wow. Thanks,
Nice.
boys. Feeling good on this Free Flow Friday. Also excited to get a win over Florida tomorrow.
Tage Tomer Thompson joining the program. People were worried about the scoring ability. Got back on the right page. How does it feel?
Yeah, listen, it's the best feeling in sports is to get off the schneid, give those fans something, to be excited about. I always do it. I'm a twine tickler. That's what they call me in the locker room.
They call you in college?
But yeah, let's face it. I got Zucker playing out of his mind. I got Benson looking like the reincarnation of Brad Marchand. This team is rolling. I know we just lost Danforth for about a month and a half. It's not good to keep getting hit by this injury bug early, but excited about this weekend and obviously going 1-0 for those home fans.
You know, Tage, I gotta compliment you. Last game, you know, it's 7-4 empty net. You can clearly, you know, score it, but you got your head up because we had 3 guys on hat trick watch. I like that you're looking for somebody, and the Dangles, you know, looked like the old Tage. So
yeah, there's a reason they call me Tommy Dangles, right? It's not because one of my names is Tommy. It's because I'll leave you in section 132 when you're trying to get me on the back check. Okay, and I also love to help everyone pump the numbers. I like to get those numbers up. That's what we can do for our teammates. Listen, like I said, I don't need to be cocky about it, boys. I'm going to score goals. They call me the Twine Tickler, okay? But there's also a reason they call me Tommy Dangles, and that was on full display in our first win. Looking forward to riding that momentum.
Speaking of pushing the numbers up, our guy Dreamboat Don at the home opener tried the Tage Parm Thompson. What, were you impressed with the performance? He claims he got it done, and I tend to agree with him.
Yeah, listen, I scored a goal in the game, and I would say that it's debatable that Dreamboat probably had the best performance in KeyBank Center that day on our side. There was a strong push early. I thought we actually, if you looked, we actually outshot Colorado in the first period. I think a lot of us were getting that Dreamboat push, a little bit of energy, seeing him get after that. A lot of calories he was getting after.
A lot of calories.
But you know what? The bottom line was that we couldn't clean it up in our own end. And now, do we blame Dreamboat for not getting napkins before he took on the big Tage Farm for that?
Yeah, that was a big mistake.
I don't know if we're not going to point fingers because we're not Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins. I don't want to be doing that Spider-Man memeing when there's time for blame to be put. But I was very proud of Dreamboat's performance. I thought it was very inspiring, and hopefully that'll cue us on a home run that we're about to go on here.
Real quick, what's the inspo on the vodka sauce rather than the marinara in the parm?
Listen, I told people when they were putting that parm together, is there any way we can get the fans drunker? We need a rowdier atmosphere out there. So they said vodka sauce. That made sense to me. That added up. The Tage math on that adds up.
The Italian math does it there.
All right. Can I have it on record then?
Yeah.
From what I'm seeing here, and you said it was a success. I did have 2 small pieces of bread with nothing on them, but just some soggy bread. Does it count as a finish? Can I have that on record from you, Tage?
Yes, and people might be like, "Oh, what right do you have to decide whether that's a valid ending?"
Parm.
What? Yeah. Well, first off, it's my parm, and second off, I have a lot of Finnish teammates I've played with throughout the years, so I'm a guy who knows about finishing. Okay.
Wow.
With that said, Don, that's exactly what you did. You finished, and I can't wait to see you finish all season long.
One of the best guests we've had so far, Tage. Thank you very much.
Thanks, boys. Time to get back to the Dangles and the Twine Tickling.
Yes, go Sabres.
Very much to Chapel Bill, Tage Thompson, and Brandon Bean for taking some time on this FaceTime Friday, brought to you by Trainwreck Today, Herd of Buffalo, Trainwreck Sports. Make sure you're following along. Okay, now I'm actually going to get upset with this next one. Predictions with conviction. I got mine. We got ours, but we're slipping a little bit here.
What?
You're still IOU 1 punishment.
Yeah, for sure.
So what have you done to move that forward?
Well, there was basketball talk. We've been busy as hell, by the way.
What have you done to get this done, to give the fans back what they so desire?
I'm waiting on where I need to put some shots up.
So you're not. So I'm sure then when we tell you what you have to do, you won't question it because you're just waiting on the answers, right?
Yeah, well, I know what I have to do.
There won't be any questioning.
I know what I have to do.
There won't be any questioning once we set this up. Okay, good. All right. So it's like we need to get that on the record. There's still an IOU here. We're setting up an exhibition for him to do so. But we have predictions of conviction. We're into week 7. So I think being 1 behind it. Well, are we gonna respect the fans or not?
Of course we are.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So we need to make sure that they're in the loop of what they know what's going on. We have another one coming in, another week of dogs. By the way, we improved our record last week, did we not? Another 2-1, correct?
Yeah. I'm the only one that lost, hence the Parm sub.
How cool is that Tage knows that you crushed that thing?
That was pretty awesome.
I mean, that was a star-studded FaceTime. It was awesome. I wanted to tell him I bet on him to score a goal, but you don't like sharing bets with players.
Because then what? Next thing you know, you're getting investigated by Gary Bettman. It's silly. Yeah, for sure. I agree. But yeah, we're 2 games above 500. Listen, anything above 500 in gambling, we're going to take it. So let's keep it going. We've got momentum going into this week. The punishment. So are we going to leave this open, or are we doing Bird Box?
I think we're going to do Bird Box, but we have another punishment in the queue. Do we want to tie it back to Monday's show? Yeah. Do we want to? Okay. Let's do option A and B.
Because if we can make the one we discussed happen, I want to do that over the Bird Box.
We have a week. I don't know how long this wish list is, or a wait list is. So yeah, let me first.
Option A, which we're now not able to do because of economic, financial, consumerism situations, is having one of us wear the Kim K underwear on our flight down to Carolina.
Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, it's basically a G-string with a bush in the front.
Yes,
we got to pick.
That's my bush.
You got to wear that over the pants, presumably.
Here we go.
What under the pants?
I know you would like that.
No, we're doing over the pants for sure. I think we got to go with the.
I like the red curlies.
The red curlies.
The lower right. What is that? The Chapel Rowan edition.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, what do you mean? That's the exact hair. Okay.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
All right. So prediction with conviction. Yeah. If we can secure these, then we're definitely doing it for the kind of thing. Or otherwise, it's probably going to get put to another week, and we will do a Bird Box. Losers have to stay blindfolded when we go to Carolina for Bills Panthers for the first quarter.
Yeah. So we're joining the wait list. It's going to be a bummer. Well, it won't be a bummer. It'll be great if we all win and we end up buying one of these stocks for no reason.
We need to put out a call to like the audience. Who can help us make our way up this wait list?
Who
can help us get some Kim K undies?
Yeah.
Or if you've got them already and you want to help the boys out.
Yeah. So this is going to be a game time decision. We'll get on the wait list and order 3 pairs. Wear it on. It'd be great if all 3 of us won or lost. But yeah, if we lose and we can't get the underwear, then we're blindfolded for the whole first quarter. Which we got the 3 of us. One of us might be able to guide each other.
Well, being at an away game too, though, it's going to be pretty crazy because is it good? Or is it the home team is doing good? And let's face it, we've all been at a Bills game where everyone's going nuts and there's a flag that we see that nobody else saw. So there's just going to be tons of moments.
Well, I'm worried about 2 things. First, if I'm standing there blindfolded, I'm pretty vulnerable to, guys doing a bunch of, right in your face and you're just standing there, no idea. So that might be fun for away fans. They're going to be able to basically taunt whoever's blindfolded without any recourse.
Me as a history with opposing stadiums, am just worried about my balance if I have to be blindfolded in the stadium.
You're going to be in your seat already when you get blindfolded. But with vision, that didn't help you stay upright either last time we were in LA. So
if we lay up a goose egg, this could get crazy.
Yeah,
if all 3 of us are blindfolded,
that would be absolutely.
No one's able to. Yeah,
brutal.
We're gonna have to get to our seats and just stay sitting, beer in lap. And
I'm not even going to be drinking much because then I'm not going to want to go to the bathroom anytime soon.
Blindfolded, I'm not going to be drinking much.
Yeah. Because we have to make a thing. If for some reason someone goes to the bathroom during this first quarter, that time then gets added on for however long you were gone to the second quarter. Obviously,
so you can take it off to go hit the.
Sure. Well, of course. I mean, if you have to go pee, we're not gonna be pee yourself.
I think if
that might be a good punishment.
That might be a good punishment.
I think if only one person's doing it, it would be funny to have to escort them to the bathroom. But then again, that's punishing the person that won. So exactly. I like to take the blindfold off for it if need be.
All right. Well, let's not leave the blindfold on for these picks this weekend. Let's go 3-0, boys, so that we can all watch that first quarter. Slick, what do you got for your prediction?
I am going with UNLV on the road at Boise State, a team that Don has taken as with the prediction with conviction, taking the other side here. Undefeated team going into Boise, getting 13.5. I don't really have much more of an explanation. I just like it too much. Undefeated team. I think they can keep it within 2 scores, especially on that nasty ass blue field. I think they tear that up. Sorry, Khalil.
All right, like it. I'm going Ole Miss. They're on the road in Georgia. Classic SEC battle. Lane Kiffin basically calling Kirby Smart, right? That's a Georgia coach.
Yeah.
Basically calling him fat in a press conference. That's pretty great. Lane Kiffin's hyped up. I think the
Lane
boys
Kiffin is a great coach. I'm sorry. For an entertainment perspective, like clearly he runs a pretty good program. Ole Miss has been like top 10, top 15 for the last couple years.
Always
entertainment
exciting.
is just out the wazoo.
Yeah, and I'm a sucker for jerseys like they got. I hope they're wearing on the road wearing their light blues.
Those baby blues, the powder blue.
They're getting 9, and I think they might take this outright. So give me Ole Miss in an SEC battle that's
if they take
close.
Georgia outright, I'll give you props. I don't think that'll happen. Maniac.
I got Louisville. This is just a stinker of a line. I'm sticking with my Friday Night Lights where I've been hot. I think I'm 4-0 on Friday Night Lights. But Louisville against Miami. Miami number 2. Miami has kind of been on a little run where they've been playing like some heavyweights, right? Like some other like big competitors of Florida State, USF, like some of those interstate matchups. I think that this takes a little bit of the edge off of the matchup. Maybe we get a little bit of a sludgier game. I still expect Miami to win at the end of the day. I mean, they're still a double-digit favorite, but I love Louisville to cover this 13.5 inside the number on Friday Night Lights. That is our prediction with conviction. 2 picks above 500, by the way. So go use that and go get some money.
Yeah, love it.
Speaking of getting that money, Friday fundraising, fun and fundraising. Our spotlight is on our guy, Joe Kroom. Meat raffle announced for late November. Make sure you're checking out @Kroom Photos for how you can get in the mix. Listen, a meat raffle, you don't need to get people too excited. I'm sure that place will be packed to the gills, but make sure you check if you can get involved with the amazing time @Kroom Photos meat raffle. So go check that out with our guy, Joe Kroom. And we know that that'll be amazing because we think back to all the events we've done with them. We flash back to all of those events. And on that note,
all for good causes as well.
Great causes. Let's start our Friday flashbacks. Slick, why don't we go in time order with all these?
Yeah, I had to throw them in like kind of some
I got
groups,
you. I got you.
So do we want to start
1999, we got No Mercy. Triple H defends against Stone Cold in an anything goes match.
Yeah, so the way that this was read on the Wrestling History site was one of the more underrated matches between Triple H and this.
For sure. I mean, this was I want to say this was right before the McMahon Helmsley regime, where they pulled off the ultimate caper of Triple H marrying Stephanie and Stephanie being in on it. Turn on Vince. Vince ends up being in on it. By the way, that was ridiculous.
Oh, insane. And probably one of the rare instances where Triple H just gets a clean win over Austin before he's part of like that family, right?
Yeah. Was it clean?
Well, it is anything goes, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
relatively clean.
As close to clean as you could get.
Gotcha. No, for sure. And then the year later, this was pretty crazy.
This is an insane matchup. Yeah.
Yes. So you had Kurt Angle versus Redacted, Rock, and Triple H in a fatal 4-way in Cleveland, Ohio on SmackDown.
No Mercy.
For the shot. Yeah, I was on SmackDown for a shot at No Mercy. But like, again, a fatal 4-way. But you're talking about basically 4 Hall of Famers.
Yeah. Pillars.
Well, 3 plus Redacted.
3 plus Redacted. It would have been.
Yes. And then 2005 Raw main event. Kane won a 18-man battle royal.
This is the one that I said to you, just like tickled me so funny because 18-man battle royal. What is that number, by the way? And then to be eligible for the third. So he won the 18-man battle royal just to be eligible to be voted for,
third voting
to be in
spot,
their match, to be up against Shawn Michaels and the Big Show, potentially just voted to be not in the match. Shawn Michaels and the Big Show at the upcoming triple threat match. Against Shawn Michaels and Big Show were the voters. Okay, against John Cena. You would face John Cena and Kurt Angle.
Yes. And the other two nominees. Yes, that's why I'm saying you're making a mess out of this.
Well, see, that's like how. Okay, and then the thing that tickled me the most fancy. All for the chance at that match at Taboo Tuesday.
Yes, the Taboo Tuesday was an absolute mess. Taboo Tuesday was their way of like saying that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
So they were pretending that fans were voting and they were just booking it how they basically wanted to do it.
So this is kind of like their Cyber Monday kind of Taboo Tuesday.
It was the exact same thing.
So was that before or after they had the literal Cyber Monday paper?
I think they had Cyber Monday after.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Do you remember they used to spin the wheel? Do you remember they used to spin the wheel on like match stipulations and stuff?
Yeah.
And then they would zoom in the camera on the top of the wheel because someone at the bottom had to like manage it.
Yep.
There's a lot of shit going on for sure. Speaking of a lot of shit going on, 2006 on this day, October 17th, the Sabres score 9 times against Philadelphia. Little tidbit. They didn't score at all in the first period.
I remember this game.
Yeah, so then it was 6 in the second and 3 in the third. I think multiple hat tricks for the Sabres. I want to say Pominville and Dumont.
Wow.
Yeah, Roy Finnegan off Vanek line was buzzing. The Sabres started that season 10-0. This put them to 6-0 on the season. So they were absolutely rocking.
That barn was buzzing.
No, it wasn't buzzing. It was exploding. Yeah. Essentially every play for sure. Then we got 2012. 2012, this was great. I love that whoever added this note. Lance Armstrong loses a ton of sponsors in the wake of a doping scandal. I love that it wasn't like an official date. The biggest thing about the Lance Armstrong culture of it to me is that he was literally in dodgeball to make fun of Vince Vaughn's character for being like a wussy.
Yeah,
like,
for
you know,
quitting.
like, oh, I'm sure some really bad stuff happened to you if you had to like quit that dodgeball tournament. Like,
Yeah.
I had
I'm sure you won't regret this decision for the rest of your life.
And now Lance Armstrong ended up being, I mean, Livestrong bracelets in like the late 2000s, early 2010s, everywhere.
Yeah. They were like Beanie Babies where you had people like buying them for $20 on eBay.
Yeah.
And then other products that they had too, you would just see them in almost every single window. And so had to get rid of a lot of that stuff very quickly.
Lance Armstrong has such an interesting trajectory in my memory because before Livestrong, where it was like, oh, he's won 7 straight, it's amazing. There was like a short period where like, you're in middle school, you're immature, where it was just like, ha, he has one ball. Like,
yeah, 100%.
Then it turned into, oh, he's a hero, live strong. And then it turned into, oh, he's a cheater. Just crazy.
What's the funnier sports sit down moment on TV? LeBron's decision or when Lance Armstrong sat down with Oprah just to admit that he did indeed do steroids? Because they're both just equally as corny and awkward.
The decision is so much funnier only because, like,
he acts like it's so serious.
Yeah.
And such a big deal. Which it was for the NBA landscape. Yeah. But he was acting like a third world country was like banking on his decision to eat for the next week.
And also like getting Oprah to be like your journalist, your journalist who you like come
Not
out
just
to.
any show.
Like, oh, no, we're not going to go Barbara Walters or 60 Minutes. That's going to like put you through the ringer. We're going on like Oprah, baby, who like the people love and are going to love to see her like talk to you and try and figure it out. Just ridiculous. I love that. And then we had Goldberg returning. That was a great, awesome thing that had happened the first time, not the 8 years that followed.
Yeah, not exactly. Him and Lesnar having the little rivalry. I didn't realize when I wrote this down, it was his first time in 12 years in the company. So yeah, the fans will always pop for that music and that pyro display and the locker room knock. Gotta love it.
So a lot going on October 17th, the historical day. The last part of Goldberg's has been a little bit of a train wreck for sure. I mean, the Ziggler match, the Undertaker match.
I pressed the wrong button.
For sure. That was a good one.
Yeah.
But speaking of train wrecks, Trainwreck Tracker. So we've been kind of a lot of the usual suspects the last couple of weeks. I think we've got Mark Sanchez still kind of waiting around. We're waiting to see what happens there. LeBron, he's injured after this ridiculous ad. You got McDaniel and the Dolphins. I think they're kind of off the train wreck for a little bit just because they've at least been saying the right things. Like they like
Tua's statement after.
Basically, he flip-flops. He's a flip-hypocrite. He's a flip-hypocrite.
Did you see McDaniel going to like some cheeky restaurant in South Beach like an hour after the game?
Was he getting crushed?
Someone was filming him. I don't know. Someone thought it was funny. Man. It was like a bar / restaurant. I bolded McDaniel and the Dolphins and Chapel Bill because in my mind they have just soared into the lead.
I think Chapel Bill with today's
job is
like now he's in the front at the final turn.
Yeah, I'd say he's picking up momentum. I don't know. This I talked about this Monday. This is just so bad still.
You know what we have to do,
like,
honestly?
It's the stance. I can't get over it.
The stance is crazy.
I can't get over it. He sounds like he's on shrooms in every press conference, which I think is intentional. But so I'll agree. I think Chapel Bill's taking the lead.
If someone put that you'll have $1 million whether you're right or wrong, Would you say yes or no that Mike McDaniel has ever done a psychedelic while involved in football activities for the Miami Dolphins in an official capacity?
For sure.
100%.
For sure.
I'm saying, so you get $1 million if you're right or wrong.
Yeah. He's also
like on the facility.
Yeah. If he was watching film on a Monday and he was the only one there and he popped a mushroom or like
in the hot tub at the team facility.
Yeah.
Wait, definitely.
No, he's definitely one of those.
Season?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like there's guys in Silicon Valley like microdosing and coding
within 48
social media.
hours of a game.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm still saying
I'm there.
I think
we need to get this to the general public. Has Mike McDaniel ingested psychedelics within 48 hours of a game during his tenure with the Miami Dolphins?
Remember that one photo that went viral of him, like the meme where he's like, just flabbergasted. I mean, he looks like he's
could have done shrooms. He definitely could have done shrooms.
I mean, it's not that he was hitting vape on sideline during a playoff game.
There's a thing, right? Like if you're hitting vape on sideline, you're probably doing a lot more besides hitting vape on sideline. It's not your only outlet.
Yeah, I mean that might have been like
doing in the locker room.
That might have been his genius.
I like how we say hitting vape like laying wood.
Look at so many great musicians. You know, the drugs get involved, music gets great, and then what happens? They crash and burn. Kind of the same trajectory. He was this offensive genius. Might have done too much.
A documentary that's only the week where they beat the Broncos by 70, and it just shows him like going off on like edibles and everything.
Film doing like ayahuasca.
It's like the Doc Ellis thing. It turns out he was like, he's like, I forgot we played that day, and I popped acid that morning.
Quick reminder as we get into the weekend, our Meow Mix is 4-0. Money line and underdog the last 2 weeks. Both weeks, 3-point underdogs. Both weeks, money line covered. They're at the Jets this week as 1-point favorites, basically a pick 'em. I have a plus 290 winner for both of you guys.
Oh,
love it.
Panthers money line parlayed with, who did we say the other team to bet was on Wednesday? A team that was so bad that nobody could possibly invest money in them.
This is going.
What do you got?
The Buffalo Sabres.
And do you know what ties it all together?
I'd love to know.
Who do the Buffalo Sabres play on Friday? The Florida damn Panthers.
I feel like I'm on shrooms right now. My God.
I'm just saying.
It's all coming together.
I ain't saying, but I'm just saying.
Well, would it surprise you?
Oh, no.
That.
Hold on to your butts.
Uh-oh.
The slick special of the week is.
The Panthers. Minus 1.5.
Oh no, I don't love that.
Well, it did.
I love it. We're on the same page. We're seeing the same things. We're seeing the same
Panthers.
Are they dogs or favorites?
NHL, right?
No. Well, no, we picked the NFL games.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know you just said Panthers.
No,
and you can understand when you said Panthers minus 1.5. I'm like, what the hell?
Sorry.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Wait. So
I would never do that.
You're saying they play the Panthers next Friday?
Who?
The Sabres?
They play them Saturday.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I was like,
So it's a 2-day parlay.
Yes.
It's a Panthers weekend. Yeah. Plus 290 this weekend. I got your hitter. We got Sabres hosting Panthers. We got a bye week. We got the UB Bulls at UMass, another double-digit favorite, looking to go 3-0 in MAC play. Anything else you boys are looking forward to this weekend?
There is a UFC fight card. I forget who headlines, but it looks like a good card. So excited for that. Excited for another weekend, actually, where we don't really have to worry about football too much.
I have 3 very exciting updates. We're going to start. We're going to increase in excitement.
Let's go.
First of all, folks, if you like jam band music, if you like Fish and the Grateful Dead, tonight, Sportsman's Tavern in Black Rock, I'm going to be playing with Fluff Dead, project from John Full. Shout out John Full, playing Grateful Dead and Fish. So speaking of taking shrooms and acid, I don't know, allegedly do whatever you want to do, and I'll be playing your music there. That's number 1. Number 2, as of 12 minutes ago, Dreamboat Dishes is back. After almost a month break, while we were busy getting this show off the ground on Instagram, Dreamboat Dishes is back. It's Vermont cheddar broccoli soup. Check that out. I'm very proud of this recipe. It's delicious. And the biggest announcement of all, guys, with a light gigging weekend and a Sunday with no Bills game. Bang!
There we go.
Bang! Red Dead Redemption is back.
We need the Mike Breen sound effect bang, like an air horn for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Can we get the air horn real quick?
Can we get an air horn? Thank you, producer Alec.
Spam it.
It's all right. We got
master of
it.
anticipation.
Just start mashing buttons.
Yeah, just start pounding everything.
It'll work.
And that's what we need to do this weekend is pound everything.
One quick update too. Monday Night Raw returning to Buffalo.
January 5th. So this is about 90 days away.
Yeah, just saw the advertisement for superstars that'll be there. Guess who's not on the list?
Seth Rollins. Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah.
Really? That's Captain my birthday.
Well, there's a rumor right now he has a long-term injury that he's like, they're writing off TV.
Because I'm going to say that's capping off my birthday weekend.
That would be
January 2nd
so
birthday.
You're coming to Raw with us?
I'm coming to Raw.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Nobody finishes like Don.
Electric, baby. Let's
All right.
go.
Well, folks, make sure you're finishing your week strong. We only have a half a day Friday. Let's have an amazing weekend. Everyone rest, relax. Let's get a Sabres win. Let's keep UB rolling. Amazing weekend. And of course, we need to start it one way with a great day now.
A great day now.
Great.
Not